Joining us, one of our favorite guests here at Houston's Morning News, musician, author, cigar aficionado. Let's see, what other adjectives can I use here? Gubernatorial candidate, Kinky Friedman joining us. Kinky, welcome back to the show.
Great to be with you.
Now, let me begin by asking you about this rumor that I'm hearing that you're backing Rick Perry for president. Any truth to that?
Well, there is some truth to it, but that's what is interesting about the internet. I guess I'm an internet innocent here, since I don't have the internet or even have email.
Really, you've never Googled yourself?
No, and I haven't Googled Jesus either, so I haven't been able to Google anybody. So,
okay,
I'll tell you what, it's really a wiggy situation here. I wrote a piece for the Daily Beast, which they asked me to write on Rick Perry.
Right.
And so I said, what the hell? Everybody's writing negative stuff about this guy, and I'm going to write the positive stuff, because I'm a former political foe of his.
Right.
And I would know. And maybe know him better, maybe his enemies know him better than some of his friends. So I wrote this piece, which I took to be fairly humorous, about how I would support Charlie Sheen over Obama at this point, and said some nice things about Perry. And then the Daily Beast put the headline up as an endorsement.
And it is by no means an endorsement.
Well, it's not, but everybody thinks it is. So what's the difference? I mean, now I see everybody's running with it.
Well, I want to get this story right. I mean, you're a Texan. You're a guy we love having on the show. I want to make sure I get the story right.
Well, in the internet world, I guess the first thing that they say is the one that sticks. And what they said was that I endorse the guy. Now, I don't, as a rule, endorse anybody. I mean,
right.
I'm not a Tammany Hall political boss, that makes these endorsements. I don't do that.
Well, let me do this. Let me ask you to hang on real quick, because I talked to a former mayor of Houston here, and he said something very interesting about Rick Perry, and I want to get your take on what Bill White told me yesterday. I'll be very interested to hear what you have to say about that. So, Kinky Friedman, hang on real quick.
Well, a redneck nerd in a bowling shirt was a cousin.
Your morning news continues now on KTRH.
KTRH news time is 8:52, and Kinky Friedman joining us here this morning, musician, former gubernatorial candidate, entrepreneur, and just all-around great guy. Love having you on, Kinky. Hey, listen, I talked to Bill White yesterday, former mayor of Houston, who also ran against Rick Perry, as you did. And I said, tell me about the tricks that he uses as he's campaigning. Tell me some of the dirt about Perry as he's campaigning. He did not hesitate at all, Kinky. He said the guy lies. And I said, well, every politician, I suppose, stretches the truth a little bit. So I'm going to present that question to you as well. Is Perry a guy that stretches the truth to the point of being, say, a liar?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say that politics is just a fundamentally dishonest profession. And once we understand that these people, and I'm talking about Obama and Perry now, about all these guys, bribery is accepted. For instance, in politics, the more experience you have, the worse you get as a politician. That means that if you get, guys like you and me, if you gave a couple $100 to the football coach and said, "Let my kid play quarterback,"
right,
what do you think would happen? If you gave a few $100 to a cop who stopped you for speeding and say, "Hey, just forget it, buddy," what would happen?
What would you have done had you been elected? I mean, would that have been the case with you too?
Would what have been the case?
I mean, would you have stretched the truth if somebody gave you a big?
I think if you kept me around long enough for 30 years in Washington, I probably would have. I mean, these guys are just. I would like to think I wouldn't. I'd like to think I'm the last nail that hasn't been hammered down. That
right.
I do despise the Crips and the Bloods, and George Washington, I think, felt the same way about political parties. And, I mean, of course, I think George Washington would approve of my attitude toward political parties. And I don't think he would like very much the town that's named after him.
Kinky, I always love having you on because I love your take on things, and I appreciate you making the time for us here at Houston's Morning News. The best to you. Look forward to having you back, sir.
Never reelect anybody. Okay, thanks.
All right, Kinky.